Today, I'm going to take you on a journey, my journey, from just being a consumer of content and finally stepping up and becoming a creator myself. It's been a wild ride with lot of learning, challenges, and of course, growth. So, here it is. Have you ever found yourself scrolling on social media for what it's feel like 10 minutes and you look up and realize it's been over an hour? I used to do this all the time. In fact, study shows that the average person spends around 2 hours and 31 minutes. That's more than 15 hours a week, and honestly, that was me. I spent so much time consuming content, but I wasn't actually creating anything of my own. I felt stuck and frustrated. But here's the crazy part. I realized I was spending so much time watching others create, but I wasn't actually making anything myself. And if you're someone who's stuck in that cycle, you might be feeling the same way, overwhelmed by information, but not sure how to start creating your own content. Let me tell you how stopping the consumption habit actually helped me create better, more meaningful content. So here's the twist. I stopped consuming content completely. I took a break from scrolling, watching, and even listening to podcasts for a while. I know that might sound a little extreme, but trust me, it worked. And when I stopped consuming so much, I actually started creating more and more better content. Sounds weird, right? But stick with me. I'll explain exactly why this made all the difference. Alright, let's get into it. This was a huge shift for me, and it didn't happen overnight. It all started when I realized I was spending hours a day consuming content. But was it making me better at creating? No. In fact, it was distracting me from my own ideas. So one day, I looked at the data. I checked my screen on my phone and I saw that I was spending an average of 3 hours a day on apps like Instagram and YouTube. That is 21 hours a week, and that's just on my phone. Imagine how much time I was losing just by mindlessly consuming content. And that is when I realized I was absorbing all this information, but I wasn't actually creating anything for myself. And I wasn't the only one. Study shows that people spend 45% of their time on social media just browsing without any intention or purpose. I was a part of the statistic. So I decided to try something bold. I committed to a 30-day content detox for an entire month. I stopped consuming content altogether. No scrolling, no YouTube videos, no podcasts. I gave myself space to think and create. At first, it was tough. I felt I was missing out on so much. But after a week, I started to notice something incredible. I had more mental space, more clarity, and I wasn't overwhelmed with the constant stream of other people's ideas. It was like my brain got a chance to breathe again. Then, here's what happened next. I started getting creative ideas. In fact, A study by the Journal of Consumer Research showed that taking breaks from constant consumption leads to increased creativity and increased originality. That is what I experienced. Without all the noise from other people's content, I was able to focus on my own ideas, my own message. It was like a switch flip. When I stopped consuming, I started creating, and I created my own authentic ideas, not just based on what it's been trending or what others were doing. And here is the key: by stopping my consumption, I accelerated my own creation process. Instead of endlessly searching for ideas, I started making my own. I began developing a content plan that was aligned to my goals, and my creativity started flowing. Think about someone like Elon Musk. If he had spent all his time reading about the latest tech trends or following whatever other entrepreneurs was doing, we wouldn't have SpaceX or Tesla. The guy is known for being innovative because he doesn't just consume, he creates. He focuses on developing his own ideas, not getting distracted by everything else. And that's the point here. When you stop consuming so much, you free up your mental energy to think for yourself. You can start creating your own Tesla level content or whatever it is that you're passionate about. So here's the takeaway: if you've been stuck in the endless loop of consuming content without creating your own, maybe it's time to take a step back and take a content detox. Even if it's just for a week, you might be surprised by how much your creativity grows when you stop consuming and start focusing on your own ideas. If this resonated with you, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you're going to try the content detox. And also, if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share this with someone who actually needs to hear this. Thank you.